Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to the episode of Let's Build a City. I am weird, messed up Steve again. Whee! I'll get my own skin back soon, I'm sure. Today I want to start on Chinatown, start planning it out. It's this little area here, and I think it's long enough to make a somewhat decent little Chinatown before it breaks into this sort of more, I don't know, modern lunch area for these office workers in this double skyscraper. But I don't like the pillars that run down the middle, okay? I think it works well in this section. However, in this section, it's just really in the way of our Chinatown path, okay? Let's grab ourselves a night vision potion so everybody can see today. I've got the shaders on, that's why. Ta-da, everybody can now see. And I think I'll also just get rid of these sort of beams that go around it as well. Good. It's only two I'm removing, only two beams. So I don't think that it's going to make it look crazy unstable or anything like that. It might look a little bit weird at first, but once we get the buildings in, it should sort of take that effect away a little bit. So in the middle here, we can straight away just plop down the path. I think the path is the perfect width, this sort of 5 blocks to run all the way through. So we can set that to stone, okay? So boom, we've got the Chinatown strip down the middle. Now I've done a little bit of sort of research, a little bit of picture finding on Google I'm going to remove this as well, on little Chinatowns, and the colours, the building materials, they're either brick or sort of grey. There's a lot of red going on. You know, the lanterns that they have to light up that sort of drape across the buildings. I would really like to just put some fences down and some coloured beacons on them. Maybe some redstone torches could be like little subtle like lights that they have on buildings and stuff. And I would also like to have some sort of interesting, not necessarily interesting, some sort of cultural entrance. You know how like they have in what they call like in dojos and stuff, you have these sort of Chinese pillars. If I make a very small one, it's something like this is the shape that they have in like dojos. Phone go pling. It's something like that, and then sometimes you get like another one that sits on top. Do you know what I mean? Like that, and that's a sort of gate, like a gateway in. I'd really like to have something like that. So let's, I don't know if I'll make it out of red. It looked quite good out of red, but I'm thinking something like there, and there, and that's going to be the entrance. I don't really know how high. Should we just build it? I reckon we could just build it. I think something like sandstone for the pillars. And as long as we can walk under it, you want a sort, it's weird, because you want a sort of claustrophobic feel to it, almost. Which is not really what you want out of most things, but I think on this case, you want it to feel a little bit tight, a little bit, you know, difficult to sort of make your way through. For the top, I think we'll use maybe a little bit of brown, a little bit of wood there. That'll go well with the sandstone, and then for the roof we'll use the grey. So I'm thinking something like, I'm not 100% sure yet, something like that, and this there, and there, and then we place this on top. Do I want to wrap it around there, or that'll probably end up connecting into a building next to it, I assume. See, this is where a planning episode is super important. Super important. We can get our ideas down and like how we want it to be built, and then think about how we're going to do it and the limitations or restrictions that we'll have behind it. So like I want that there, but if I put it down here, I can leave that there. Yeah. Like that. Like that. And then put that one there. And then over the top here, we will have to end this one off because this isn't going to be connected to a building. Whoops. So we only need, like, I think we only need one entrance. I don't think I need to build one on the other side. But I could, I suppose, have like a start and an end to it. It's only 3 blocks deep, so it's not going to take up too much room. And on the top here, I think I will put the slabs up a level. Now we need to decorate it up with some lights or something like that hanging down. I don't know, something like, put that there, that there. If I put a full block here, we could then probably hang a fence down from it, and then one of these coloured beacons, like a little red one. Probably fit like a couple of them or something like that. Or is that too low? It makes my night vision go really weird, doesn't it? Oh, that's night vision ending. Let's just see what it looks like off, because I think the red is going to be much better with it off. I think with night vision it makes it look a little bit purple. Yeah, see, that's super red. I really like that. I'm not quite a fan of it with the night vision on. It makes it look a little bit more purple. But yeah, I think that's a really good visual indicator that we're going into like a Chinatown, like a different part of town. Some slabs. Something like this. Something like that. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think that's good. So, to planning. Let's get some pink clay or something like that. A standout block that I know we need to replace. And because that's ending here, I need the building to start here, okay? So I'd like a building that goes like about here-ish somewhere. And they don't need to be that deep of buildings. In fact, because of the height restriction we may have, we might want to keep the buildings a little bit thin. Okay, there's something like this. And then we want the buildings to come off here. I might leave 1 block between the edge of this roof and the wall of the building here. Now, a lot of the buildings down here are going to be really cool, like open-faced restaurants. With like they like have chests, will have chests, but they'll have, like, in real life, tables with, like, I don't know, different foods, delicacies and stuff that you sort of eat on the way down. They're really expensive, and they sort of stand in the opening, you know, and they sort of stand and they look and wait for you to come past and say, would you like one of these? Would you like one of these? And you, like, try some new stuff. We'll also need to have some kind of I don't know, mafia, like casino, like underground casino, like you get in, like, I don't know, Fast and Furious. Is it Tokyo Drift? I think it was, wasn't it? Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift had that sort of style building in the Chinatown there. I don't know how wide I want these buildings to be. I think I want, like, some of them shorter than others. I think maybe that's a little bit too big. Same as here. So we've got some smaller ones, we've got some larger ones. That should work out quite well. And then depth-wise, we obviously want to keep it out of the way of here, so leave a sort of 1 block gap between the stairs and the back of the building. And I think that's a pretty decent depth for a building as well. So we can run this down the back here. Still keep going. And back it onto this. Do I want one of those at the back? I don't think I do. I think it's going to be pretty obvious when you walk through here and we start getting all the banners and stuff. I think that's what will really give it away. Okay, so we probably want to go all the way out to the edge of this path here on this side, which is going to be really cool because we can have, like, the commercial entrance, you know, to, like, the restaurant or the casino or whatever building we're doing here. But on the front side, on the road side, we could have a door to just get into, like, the back way almost. Now, this is the support for the station, but we can easily drop that back down onto the top of one of the buildings. And we drop that down, oops, like this. Now, I'm going to place this last line down here just so I can visualize it a little bit easier. So we get this really claustrophobic, it's very open because we ain't got nothing here, but when we get the walls built up, it's going to feel very thin and very tall, and we're going to emphasize that with a load of hanging things and a load of distractions. Okay, so the height of the building, or buildings, we're going to want to have, I think, a combination of flat roofs and gable roofs and peaked roofs and stuff like that here. So I think an average height of about that would be good, and then we can get like a slant in. A slant should fit in there quite nicely without getting too close to this. I think this is tall enough here to get away with a, well, if we try and get away with a 2-story building. Yeah? So that would be a 2-story building in our little scale here. I could probably get away with, I think I can get away with that. I think I can force 2 windows out of that. I might be able to squeeze another block on top here. I think that probably looks, yeah, I think that gives a little bit more of a height. We could do a thin, yeah, okay, that'll work. So we'll run this along here, because all the buildings are going to be relatively the same height. We might drop a building up or down by a block or so, give a little bit more depth to some of them. Okay, and then we want a night vision potion. And then what else do we want? We don't want cars coming down here, so we can do these cool, like, well, not cool. It's all getting in the way most of the time. Like these pillars that stop vehicles from coming down. Is that too high? That's too high, and that looks too close. I'm going to do them there. Just stops a vehicle from mounting the curb and driving down there, like those concrete pillars. I think that's a really cool idea. Nice little simple touch. How are we going to do this next part then? What do we want to do next? Do I want to work on some hanging stuff, try and figure that out, what colours we're going to use and stuff? Maybe. Let's go from, well, I don't need the buildings. I'm trying to think, do I need the buildings to be the same size on either side so we have the walls in the same places? I don't think we need to. Like, I could have the wall to this building there and it won't be in line. Why would it want to be in line? I don't think it needs to. But we'll have this running up here. And this running, in fact, being at different angles might be better for us. That going up there and that going up there. And then fence posts or iron bars. I don't know which one yet. We want to sort of join these up. Pick 2 sort of walls. Join them up like that. And then we'll try a few different ways. We'll have red, yellow, and orange. I think are probably the 3 that you'd want. And it does give, ignore the sort of washed out colour because we've got night vision potion on. Once that comes out, I think that'll look a little bit better. I think that works pretty well. Let's do another one with a slightly different style. Let's go from here up there. And we'll run this one I've just moved that back by 1. There we go. So this is a slightly different style one. We'll use, I don't know, red wool maybe. It gives a little bit more of their lantern texture, you know, the Chinese lanterns. We could have something like this. See, I like that as well. Maybe we do more than one. Maybe we have like different ones going all the way down. That looks really cool already, right? So then let's do a 3rd type. We'll go somewhere up. I don't know, is it here that I need to go? Yeah, it is perfect. I like this distance between the fence posts. I think it's a nice... It goes 2 out, in 1, 2 out, in 1, and then 2 out again. It's perfect. So the 3rd one I want to use redstone torches with, which is a block that we, or an item if you like, we don't really use in the city at all, ever. Again, I want some... Do we go with like a yellow or something then for this one? Maybe 2 yellows and an orange. So we're keeping that sort of yellow, red and orange theme. You know, we've got yellow, red and orange there, red here, yellow and red here. And then torches. We get these redstone torches. Now I can't place them on all the sides, obviously. But I can place them on a lot of them. See, and have something like that. That's probably my least favourite out of them all. But it's growing on me already. The more I stare at it, and the more I try and visualise the building walls being up, and it being open with like little subtle lights on the inside, I like it more and more. I think we're going to do the last one. If I can't think of a another, what would you call it, hanging light pattern or decoration, then we'll go back to the red, orange and yellow beacon one at the back. I think it's a great way to start and finish it if need be. What else could we do? Glowstone is one. Glowstone gives off light. See, the jack-o'-lanterns we've got retextured into a motorbike helmet. It's been, I don't know, some of you might not have even seen this. We had a bit of fun on one episode and just decided to retexture it. Now, it doesn't quite work because of my skin, but you put it on your head and you've got like a motorcycle helmet, and we retextured the pumpkin face when you've got it on to look like visors, which is why we've got the black bars at the top and the bottom, like we're looking through a motorcycle visor. It's a cool little touch. Something simple. So the redstone torches aren't giving off any light. Really? Oh, they are a little bit. I can see a slight change in block colour. See that? Interesting. Okay. Let's finish this off then. We'll have bloop. And what colours do I want to do it in? I want the orange one to be there. The yellow one to be there. Beacon. So it's the mirror image of what we've got at the front. Just look down through the gateway of our Chinatown here. I think that looks so cool. Now we'll do some more next episode with like advertisement or like fake advertisement sort of boards down the side and stuff, more neon lights or lit up stuff. I think that's pretty cool. We'll also try, in fact, let me just try that now. Let's just try swapping every other one out. We've got 4 of these, right? So let's try swapping every other one out for iron bars. So it's the same pattern, obviously. It's like the 2, down 1, 2, down 1, 2. But I think by changing it to iron bars, maybe we'll prefer the iron bars. Maybe we'll prefer the fences. Or I'm thinking I'm going to prefer like a mix of them both. So you get, yeah, see how you get this sort of, it looks so different all the way down. It looks like rope. This looks like wire. I think this is going to be a really fun little creative project over the next couple of episodes. I'm going to have to leave the episode there, though, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye!